Hello guys, this is Chink in HSW, and I want to talk about a video I just watched from the Young Turks, who is a news organization on YouTube. I watched them. I enjoyed some of the videos. They just mentioned something and misquoted the Bible, though, about rich men, rich people, well-fed. They quoted the verse, "It is harder for a rich man to get to heaven than a camel going through an eye of a needle." Or is it easier? It's easier for a rich man to get to heaven than a camel going through an eye of a needle. Now, they misquoted that saying. Basically, it's saying that if you're rich, you're not going to heaven, which is completely false. It's saying that a rich person, um, instead of depending on God and depending on Jesus to support what they need in their lives, they're depending on money and worldly items. They walk away from Jesus and God in order to go and get more money, more money, more money. There is uh, very few rich people who don't think about themselves. I mean, think about it. Kim Kardashian. I don't know very many of the gossip stuff. I don't keep up with it. But all they worry about daily is selfies, how to get their manicures done, how to get their hair done, what they're gonna wear, who they're gonna meet. Oh, they can't meet this person. They have to meet somebody that doesn't ruin their image. They think about me, 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 me. They don't think about other people. They don't think about God. They don't think about Jesus. This is why Jesus said this. Because the rich people are corrupted. Power corrupt, indefinitely corrupt. I forgot how the saying goes, but you know what I mean. Another point that they pointed out is that it says, "Blessed be the humble, blessed be the poor," and they said that the rich and the well-fed will get what they deserve and all that. Um, I forgot how they completely pronounced it. Sorry, it's 6 a.m. I haven't slept much tonight. But I just want to say that's based on the same thing, humbleism. People who are well fed, people who are rich, they're not very humble people. They don't know what it's like to live hard. Some of them do. Some of them do. Keanu Reeves is a great example. NF is a great example. They came up tough living and they're very humbled people. There are very, very few people like that in the rich culture and in the acting culture. Jesus is just sitting here saying that it's harder for a rich man to get to heaven because all he's depending on is the money and the worldly items to get by in life. He's not depending on Jesus. He can't build that relationship with Jesus if he doesn't get to know Jesus. Therefore, he's not going to be able to get to heaven. Jesus is going to look at him and say, "Be gone, for I never knew you." That's what he's saying. Same thing about being humbled. That's what he's saying about that. Not that if you're rich, not that it's not a sin to be rich. NF is rich. He is a very humble man. He's a Christian. It's not a sin to be rich. It's just harder for rich people to get to heaven because they depend on the money and the worldly items more than they depend on Jesus, and they don't build that relationship with them. And that's 95% of the people who are doing it, who are wealthy. And don't talk about Pastor Olstein and, well, they're rich, they're Christians, they're going to heaven. They're not Christians. They're not men of God. They all they care about is self-image too. All they care about is the money and the worldly items. They're not going to heaven unless they change their ways. And people is like, well, how can you judge them? Do not judge yet, you need to be judged. You judge them by their fruit. You judge righteously by their fruit, and their fruit stinks. That's how I can say that. So, just to make it clear, for the Young Turks, if they ever see this, which they probably never will because my YouTube subscribers is way small, but that's okay. But for anyone who thinks about it, Just to be clear, that's what Jesus meant. It's not a sin to be rich. It doesn't mean it's impossible to go to heaven if you're rich. It means it's just extremely difficult because self-image, me, and money takes over your life. That's all. The love for money is the root of all evil. He doesn't say being rich is, he says loving money. The love for money is the root of all evil, not money itself. We create the evil. We make it evil because of how we feel about being rich and what it does to us in our lives. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I just had to get that out real quick. It was on my mind. I was like, you know what, I'll make a video on this. So, God bless, guys. I love you all, and I'll talk to you later.